All right, welcome everyone. This is a session in editing in Adobe Premiere. I use Adobe Premiere exclusively for my video editing. I switched over from when I first got my GoPro in December 2015. I was using that in the beginning, but then I realized how limited it was and how many problems I was having, so then I switched to Adobe Premiere. And I haven't tried a different video editor since. So Adobe Premiere is pretty powerful. It's real easy to use. As I edit this video, which is a thank you video to all the people who donated and participated in the Friday night 3D printer community hangout that occurred this past Friday, I will give you tips along the way as I edit. I just want to type a quick tweet here, and I have to bring up my chat. Close all the apps on my phone so it doesn't kill my battery. Just one moment. I appreciate your patience. We have 6 watching. That's powerful. And 2 likes already. Hey, Ben's here. Hello, Tigger. Thank you. Filament Frenzy. Hi. So this is again, this is a video on editing. Yeah, thanks for doing that, Ben. Just want to plug in my charger so I don't lose my phone, because I'm using that for my chat. Who else here uses their phone or tablet for chat comments while we're live streaming? So we got that. Let me grab. Let's see, we're streaming there. That's fine. One thing I do want to see is my channel. Switch for a moment here. Look at my ugly mug for a moment. Just go into my channel. All right, so then that way I can grab the URL from that. Okay, and we don't want to hear me. All right, then one other thing, I want to bring up the Twitterverse. All right, Twitter, and then we do a. All right, we'll do a tweet and live stream. And the last thing I'm going to do is grab a shot of this, which is really cool. I like using the snipping tool. This is a little pro tip. I just grab this right now for whatever, and I copies it to the snipping tool. I go right into the tweet. Boom. There you go. That's the text. Live streaming how to edit in Adobe Premiere. I guess it's Pro. I'll just say Premiere. Alright, so I do this a lot. Again, I use Adobe Premiere exclusively. Hey Adam, thanks for joining. Walter is not here. I do that shit to him all the time. Alright, so we are back online now. This is a, again, recap, thank you video to Friday night. Friday night we had a outpouring of donations in Super Chat. It was very humbling, and you know, I'm not worthy of this. The first donation was from Matt, and then the second one came in, and that basically was like, hey, you know, use this for, or that was from Ken, and then another one was use this for the second banner. So, you know, I made a banner for Friday Night 3D Printing Community Hangout that was displayed at Murph. We had a couple of content creators who were on it sign it. I do need to get others to sign it. Hey, John Max here. Thanks for joining. Michael's here, and Adam's here. So we just try to support each other, and that it was just really cool to see that.
You do it, you do it. I love your channel.
Let's say hi to Sherry. So if you didn't know, that was Sherry. So she loves my channel. That was the wave. Oh, you're still alive, Walter. Oh, okay. That's funny. Yeah, man, you were streaming forever. So I guess you're making up for not streaming tomorrow. Alright, so what I did was I used OBS in record mode. I just recorded my screen, and this is the portion where I'm going to try to edit it. I don't know how much content I got here. I mean, I see a hard stop at around 23 minutes. But I'll set a soft target for about 7 minutes, maybe. We'll see how much I ramble on for. If I look at this segment right here, from here to here, that's about 4 minutes long, from there to there. And that's where I'm like kind of summarizing everything in the video. So I'm going to give this a play. Let me increase my volume some. And we're going to see, hey James. And you hear the thumping? That is because I was recording this while Johnny was recording music. And you know what? I just noticed in Ross's studio, he's got the foam boards for excellent acoustic properties to reduce echoes. And then one thing I like doing is I like zooming in on the track that I'm using for audio, because in there I can use it for knowing when I'm talking. John saying I should bring in JMT's bathtub thoughts. Now, in the beginning of me recording this, I was trying to figure out stuff. Okay, so that's what we did. And I got my window open, so I was recording some road noise, which you could probably hear it very well. One thing I mentioned this, I think Friday night, or maybe I mentioned it Sunday when I was streaming, but I want to 3D print a cage that I can wrap in cloth, and I want to stuff it with Roxol. Roxol is a mineral wool, and it's really used as a draft blocker, but it's got really good properties for absorbing sound. And I think if I do that, if I make like because my microphone is right here off camera, sitting to my right, and I have it's the Blue Yeti, and it's in cardioid mode, so it means it's capturing most of the sound towards the front 2/3, and I want to wrap it with that so that the opening is right here, so that you won't catch any of my computer water cooled pump. It's a sealed water cooler, and you won't catch any of the fans, and then it'll minimize the road noise from over there. Hey Mike, thanks for joining, bud. Alright, so I think I'm gonna cut it here. Now what I just did was I hit the C key, and that let me bring up the razor tool, and I cut it right there before I started talking. Now I don't know what I'm saying yet, I gotta play it. And then I highlighted this to the left, and I'm gonna hit Shift Delete. And Shift Delete is a ripple delete, and it works most of the time as long as you have linear tracks. If you have stacked tracks and you're deleting one that's kind of out of order, slid out from the rest of the group, it won't allow you to do Shift Delete. You'll just have to do delete and then realign things. So Friday night we had a live stream. It was a Friday night 3D printer community hangout, and our guest panel was the usual. We had Walter join us this time from Country 3D. We had Walter join us. Alright, so then I get distracted, right? The usual. We had Walter join us this time from Country 3D. Okay, so right there, I can see that dip. was the usual. We had water join us. Yeah, so this second dip right here. So I'm going to hit this. So I just drug the cursor, this vertical blue cursor there to that point. I'm going to hit the C key, changes the icon to the razor, click, boom, I just cut it. We had water join us this time for Country 3D. We had water join us. So, you know, hey, when you're recording a video, you've been there. You had to be there. Squirrel. So Friday night, we had our Friday night 3D printer. Sounds like I'm doing it all over again. Live stream, and we had our guest panel, which was who? I'm thinking. So Friday night, we had our Friday night 3D printer. What's up?
What's up?
Live stream. Good. You can talk.
Hi.
Hi.
They want to hear about Dallas.
Oh yeah. So what's going on in Dallas? I don't want to. We can't say any of the keywords because it'll get it demonetized.
Dallas.
There's a lot of activity.
Yeah. But now they're going to close up because they checked the woods and they didn't find them. So now everybody's going home.
Okay.
I don't understand that.
Cool. So there was some event that I can't talk about on my live stream that occurred in Dallas.
Why?
Yeah. I'll tell you later. YouTube's got it all messed up.
To?
It's a live stream.
Who's on?
Oh, let's see. Who's on? So, everybody say hi to Sherry.
No, that's not my name. My name is Regina Phalange.
Oh, her name is Regina Phalange. So, everybody say hi to Regina.
What are you talking about?
Editing a video.
See ya.
And bye. That was Regina Phalange. Community hangout, live stream, and we had our guest panel, which was. Let me think about who it was. And we had a guest panel, which was Fun King. Okay, I gotta redo that. So I hit the C key, cut, and I hit the up arrow to take me. So let's say I'm over here. I hit the up arrow, boom, it takes you right next to it takes you to the closest to the left of the cursor clip. And we had our guest panel, which was. Alright, and then I redo that again, I think. And we had a guest panel. Yeah, so let's see what I can get rid of here. Come on. Hangout, live stream, and we had our guest panel. Okay, so right there I'm going to cut. I hit the C key, and right there. So we delete that. And then come here and delete, hit the C key, and put it right there at the beginning of that audio blip. And then hit the delete, shift to delete. And we had a guest panel, which is Fun King 3D with Gwen and Xander. And we also had water. I think I said Gwen and Xander. I had Chuck Hullabuck lined up, and also had a guest. Ross from Gear Down for What lined up, but I didn't announce to anyone that he was going to join us. Then later on, you'll see a surprise visit in a moment here. But then later on, you'll see a surprise visit in a moment here. But throughout the night, something really I say a lot of O's. You know, I'm a competent Toastmaster. One of the things they enforce is to not say and that's all I do. And I was really blessed to have such an outpouring of love on the channel. So I want to give you a little hint of what was happening here. All right, so then we'll stop that, and I'll let this play because as you edit a video, you'll probably watch your content like maybe at least one whole time through, but chances are you're going to watch it multiple times. Sometimes I watch my content 6 times through. Let's see. So I think I get to the point and then I start talking, so that's where. So what was really cool is that Joel joined up. We had some of our members had communication with him, and he. So what was really cool is that Joel joined up. We had some of our members had communication with him, and he said he would try to support the Friday Night 3D Printer community hangouts more. So this was really awesome that he jumped in, and that helped really amp up the energy. We were already excited anyway because it's a topic of robotics. You know, we're already building this robotic device, which is a 3D printer, but then we're using that printer to build potentially robots, and you saw Chuck and Ross talking about them. So, thanks for joining, Heather. Yeah, that's awesome. Rep cord pooch. Love the pooch. So there's gonna be a pooch sighting. So you better tweet some pictures there. Get some video of him saying something really stupid. Then we started talking about a topic of this particular robot that I saw, which was on Marquez Bradley's channel, called Dope Tech, one of his Dope Tech segments, and this one was this robotic camera arm that could do really impossible moves. But I'm recording. Sorry, good. So that's Regina stopping in. Sherry comes in now, Heather, and she says that she's no longer known as Sherry. Her name is Regina Phalange. So Joel joins in, and the energy. I kind of already said this. Just amps up. You know, his presence it really creates an aura. What do I do? It's amazing to see how we all feed off of that. And I guess really maybe I can keep it again. I don't know. Next remaining half. Right? That might be part of what I watch, like that section. So this clip to the left where I already kind of introduced Joel being part of this. I talk it up there, but then I'm doing it again, so I don't know if it's too much. You know, I have to put on. So when you edit, so this is the other thing. Like, I don't know if you know who Basic Filmmaker is. He's got quite a bit of content out there for helping you edit your videos and be a filmmaker. He says, you know, when you're filming, you want to capture everything. You want to avoid your mistakes. But when you're an editor, you have to put on your edit hat, and you have to be willing to edit. You can't fall in love with a clip. You have to be willing to let things go when you edit. And that's kind of what I have to do here. So I have two sections where I'm talking about the same thing. So one has to prevail, and it could be this one because it's much shorter. The other one might have been better, but it could be because it's just too long. So I have to be willing to make that decision, agnostic from my feelings. And it really creates an aura, and it's amazing to see how we all feed off of that, and it really set up for a next remaining half. We went on for an hour and a half, but it really set up for the next half. We went on for 3 hours. I corrected myself, but I don't even think I need that correction in here. Of the session. And here I'm checking the amount of time, and then I say we went on for 3 hours, and it really set up for the next remaining 2/3. So that little bit of detail, I really don't think matters. I don't think anybody's going to care. To be high energy. So he joins in. I show him the video of this Dope Tech. Let me see if I can get to it. And again, that beating is Johnny working on music. He's below me. And when I recorded this segment about half an hour ago, hey, what's up, Sean? I'm doing the thank you video for the donations. So he joins in. I show him the video of this Dope Tech. Let me see if I can get to it. So where did I end that? Video of this Dope Tech. Let me see if I can get to it. So right there, I'll stop it there. And again, that's Johnny's music playing in the background. He's making music. Showed anything like Sean Powell and a Basic Filmmaker went to any video. They showed this robot that is 5 or 6 degrees that has the camera So I don't even know if I need to talk about that. Maybe I do, because it kind of sets the tone. I mean, pretty much everybody knows who Joel is, right? But there's a chance that somebody won't. So, you know, his energy. So I talk about his energy, but his energy, his presence, just brings. It gives you goosebumps how he reacts and talks, holds himself. Or 6 degrees of freedom that has the camera as the end effector, and it was able to rotate. Wait, now why don't I have Heather on the Gangster Squad? Alright, make a comment, Heather. Heather's now on the You Do It squad. This might be one of the few channels that has like 9,000 moderators. What tools? And by the way, you can work on it. There we go. So I'm trying to get to the first donation here. Enabling more, and you can't replace it. You know, ramping up and ramping down movement in After Effects. Yeah, that's right, Adam. No, you got to get Heather to talk now. She got a wrench now, yo. No, I can't imagine. You have all these people in here who are moderators. Like I think it's the biggest YouTube squad that can squash any trolls coming in. Alright, so let me skip ahead. Let's see what I'm talking about here. Man, this is really slow, and it was slow before this, but man, it's slow with OBS running. Alright, so right there, Matt Flintball from How I Do It, he donated $5. Awesome, right? I don't expect anything in this, so I get this $5. Right now, is there any point that I'm not moving around? I'm doing a lot of moving around there. I keep clicking. All right, it's playing there. So we get a little bit of Joel. Be a mod. Are you done your stream now, Walter? Did you abandon your audience to chime in? All right, so right there, Matt Flintball from How I Do It, he donated $5. Wait, isn't he from You Do It? $5. Awesome, right? I don't expect anything in this, so I get this $5. It's just the beginning. And the thing is that, and I mention this later, as the host, and if you hosted a live stream with a panel, you realize that there's really a lot going on because you have to follow the conversation, and following the chat is really nearly impossible. So it wasn't. I would occasionally look over at the chat, but it was because of the other panelists that they pointed out that, you know, donations were coming in. So, you know, it just, you know, I'm an ignorant person, but it wasn't that at all. It was just because I was caught up in the moment with the panelists. And he says here in this note, hey, what's up, Sean? Thanks everyone for joining. I mean, pretty good turnout, right? I mean, we had 30. So, Welba, where are you at? I forget where you're located at. 30 likes on that video. I think we had 20 something likes in the live stream. Yeah, so that's the other thing. So the support in the live stream. So if you understand anything about analytics, you will if you're a content creator. But if you're not and you're a viewer and you haven't heard this yet, you probably have, because everybody in this live stream has heard this, I'm sure. But every time you chat, you say something, it could be anything. It would be like the letter A, it doesn't matter. You add a comment and you hit the like button or dislike button, whichever. It's called engagement, and it's an indicator to YouTube that, hey, you know, something's happening on this channel. And I have this product that I have installed. Let me switch my my view for a moment. I want to show you this. Bring up. Oh, you're in Australia. Yeah, that's right. Morning theme. Let's bring this up. That's a little slow. Yeah, man. We didn't lose internet, but that's not looking promising. Yeah, I got the Twitter, no problem. Huh, okay, I can't show you that. Oh well, back to what I was talking about. And I forget what I was talking. Oh yeah, the engagement. So anyway, I got this product that I pay for called Morning Fame. Morningfa.me. It's the domain.me. Morningfa.me. And you can only join through invitation. You have to get an invitation code, which I don't know if I have it on my description of my videos. But you use that together with TubeBuddy and vidIQ. You use those three together to help give you an idea of what's happening with your videos. So I notice after a lot of my live streams, you know, if there's a couple people on there, if I do a live stream late at night, hardly anybody joins up, you know, and you'll get Ron in there commenting, and Walter and Sean and Mike, and you look at the numbers, and the numbers are okay. The numbers from Friday night, when it was just nonstop chatter for 3 hours, the engagement rate was through the roof. And the site I was going to show you to give an idea of how important the engagement is, and having those conversations, chatting back and forth. You know, like participating is one thing, being present, but then if you actually engage and chat, you don't have to chat at all with the host, just chatting with one another just creates that engagement rate. And that helps build up your channel awareness to the YouTube algorithm. Then the YouTube algorithm will consider pushing your content out to the masses as a suggested video. So that's how that works. Oh, that's nice. It's good to have a holiday, which was really good. And he said, thanks to the co-host, and he's requested everyone to smash the thumbs up button. Alright, so that was Matt's comment there. And then, so then we have that donation there from Ken Cobb. Now, I don't know, I don't remember seeing the details of that, which is unfortunate because the comment was really awesome, and I think I talk about it here. So then Ken Cobb, so what I just did there, real quick, let me undo. So I cut that segment out right before I start talking, because I can see the chatter from Joel talking here, which is at a lower volume because I didn't have my speakers up all the way, and I wasn't capturing the desktop audio within OBS. I was instead capturing through the microphone the output from the speakers. I could see that there was a difference when I started talking. So then after I cut that, now this is a segment that I want to get rid of. I highlight it just by left clicking once, and I hold shift, hit delete. It's a ripple edit, boom, shifts it in that way. So then Ken Cobb, he donates $20. Now, I didn't notice that at first because there's so much going on in the stream. You know, as the host of the live stream. Oh, Mike, did you catch that Ron installed PUBG? So we should have we should get on there and do some PUBG. It's not like you have a lot to do, but it's more than normal because you know you're trying to track the conversations to keep it flowing, and I wasn't able to keep track of the chat itself, and so it was really and I'm using my mouse wheel just to keep this thing moving. If you let it go too far to the right, like if it gets, I think, past the quarter mark, if it gets past 75%, it'll literally scroll it to the left, and it might mess up where you think you are. I mean, it's continuing playing from the position it was at last. It just that it quick does a snap to the left to resync everything, and then starts playing to the right again. And again, it's tough to follow, so I like to use my mouse wheel as it's playing. The panel co-host who helped. It was really the panel co-host that helped. All right, now what did I do here? I think I realized that I wanted to talk to the camera instead of me being down here on the bottom left. The panel co-host who helped. So I'm going to cut right there. It was there. Really the panel co-host. Yep, I'm going to cut right there, cut here, that, so, you know, they pointed out the and I'm going to hit delete on that, later. Shift delete. But it wasn't until it was really the panel co-host that helped point out this. So, you know, they pointed out the $20 at some point later. But it wasn't until days after, which today is the 24th. No, it's a Tuesday. The live stream happened on Friday. It wasn't until now that I had time to go through to create this formal thank you video. And I noticed that Ken said here, I'm building a robotic device for the past 5 years that can help physically challenged people. All right, so right there, I want to set a marker. So I'm going to do this. Get this marker there. And then I'm going to come back here. Right, so we got this little snippet here, right there. I'm going to do a export frame. And I'm going to make sure I have the checkbox checked to bring it in. And no, it's not going to Murph. It's going to go into my folder. I don't like that. I wish it would. I mean, I kind of like it in some regards, but I wish it would just realize what folder I'm in and use that folder. So now it's going into the folder where I got this video, and this is going to be Ken Cubs donation. Right, now that's added as an asset here, so I can drag that asset in at this point where the marker is. That's why I placed the marker. And I can make it a little bit longer. So now the duration, if I just hover the cursor over top of that, it'll come up with the toast, and the toast says it's about 6 seconds long. And if you don't know what a toast is, it's like a little pop-up message. Almost like a tooltip. All right, so now I click on that image once. There's a couple things I got to do to it. So let's come over here to the, so that's me, here's this, and it's overlaid. So this particular graphic is over top of the video that I recorded from OBS. It's a picture that I just dragged over top. So I want to edit it, and here's the effect controls that are appearing for this. I can change like the size, you know, I can zoom in and all kind of cool stuff like that. So let me undo that, what I just did. And I want to grab from the effects down here, I'm going to grab the crop. So I'm going to search for crop, just type in crop. All I got to do, since that's selected, is just double click. Boom. Now I got this left. I can start, see, I can play with this left. So I'm going to do this little thingy right here. I'll do top, get it down there. I'm going to do right, which it's very, very fragile-y. I'm going to do the bottom. Oh, too much. You can see how fragile it is. All right, now I can scale. Oh, but see, the problem is that now I got to center it. So this is the position of the center point of the entire frame as it existed. So I'm going to drag it up that way. I'm going to drag this guy here so that then I can see how I scaled and how well it looks. So it's starting to get a little pixelated there. So let's change it, and I will drag this. It'll probably look better to the left. And I'll put it right here. So we play for testing it. I'm building a robotic device for the past 5 years that can help. There you go. Physically challenged people. That's awesome. I really wish I grabbed that. Maybe somebody did and they mentioned it. Maybe I caught it. There was so much going on that night, I don't even remember commenting on it if I did. But that's awesome. So $20, great. You know, I'm going to definitely bring awareness to this. Which is what I just did now. You develop interface for that in a way. Alright, so then let's see what else is going on here. Alright, so here's Sholmes. Let's see if I can get to that. I don't know where I'm doing that at. So here, yeah, right there. So let's get a little bit before that. So then I hit Shift, no, I hit C to bring up the razor. I cut it right here where the cursor is. The cool thing is that you just got to be within a couple of pixels of that cursor, and it'll snap right to it when you cut. And if I hit delete, it leaves a gap. I don't want to hit delete. I want to hit Shift delete. So then it does a ripple, delete. So now, Sholm from Askewed View 3D, awesome supporter of the community, always in everyone's live streams. So Sholm from, okay, so what am I doing here? Do that take again. All right, so that little technique there, it's not a new technique, you know. It's everybody who edits has some methodology, whether it's a clicker or a clap, a couple of claps. Roberto Blake uses 3 snaps. Some people say cut, you know, or whatever. This is my technique. So I just click. I can hear that audible click. So let's see what I'm going to say. I'll set a marker. So Sholm from Askew View 3D donated $20 here. All right, now the cool thing is I set the marker. And the marker, I'm okay with deleting everything prior to that, I think. Oh, no, I'm not. So I want to capture up to the point where I switch the camera. Nope, up to the point where I start talking. So, and then I'll do the same little stuff that I did with the capturing of this segment. So I'm going to hit this button here, which is Export Frame. It's a little camera icon. So this is yeah, that's well, this is a thank you video. So I'm thanking everybody who contributed by participating, but also donating. And I'm calling out each person who donated, and I'm doing a thank you video. So this little, and I'm playing this video over and over and over again because I'm editing it, and it's where I was talking about you and the others who donated. So you're hearing your name several times, and sometimes it's me talking, other times it's me talking, but in a recorded sense from a previous recording session about an hour ago. So export frame, that's this little icon right here in the toolbar. You can see it right there. So I'm going to hit that one time. So I'm going to call this a Skew View 3D animation, right? and just hit OK. So then that captures that graphic, and then I can drag and drop that someplace here, probably there. And now here's what's cool. I can click. I selected this other graphic, which was the first one I did, which I already did all the mumbo jumbo on to get it cut like that. Now I want to edit this other one, but first I selected that one where I already did the mumbo jumbo on. I click on the two items that I want to copy. I highlight them, right? I clicked on the one, then I hold Shift, hold Control, click on the other. Then I hit Control C. Now that copies those properties. I come over here, click on the picture that I want to apply them to. Click in this area just one time, hit Control V. Now I have to do a couple changes to it. The changes that I have to do are wrong one. Are just the cropping. Come on. I want to crop it right there. And then we can crop the bottom a little bit. So see, very little effort there. I was able to copy prior edits from a different graphic and apply them to this. Yeah, I can see that happening there. And thanks for joining, Camo. I had a similar problem with Tinkercad and SketchUp. I was so familiar with like SolidWorks that trying SketchUp was pardon me. Trying SketchUp was just nearly impossible for me. And I just didn't put my mind to it. You know, I'm an engineer. I can figure out anything. But yeah, it's the same thing. I wasn't willing to do it. That was my case. Awesome supporter of the community. Always in everyone's live stream. Right, so that's so what Sean was saying here is looking forward to seeing everyone on Earth. You can throw this to the poster fund, and God bless. Yeah, he's awesome. So that is definitely going to poster number 2. So by the way, shout out for the poster. If you didn't know this, I created a poster, the F3D PCH poster. It had, I forget how many content creators on there. And I got to do poster number 2. We were so many in the community, so I want you to, if you don't follow me now on Twitter, make sure you follow me. And I'll follow you back. And you DM me your headshot and your channel logo, and I'll put you on there. Do that too, man. So shown from askew view. Yeah, so that's right there where I'm cutting that. So I'll cut that there. I will move this guy over to there. I highlight him. Shift delete. So shown from askew view 3D. Right, and so I set this to quarter. Oh, that could be why. I gotta set the quarter. I might want to set it to 1/8. Oh, I can't set it to 1/8. Oh, because we're already 1080p. Okay. Donated $20 here. He said, if it was 4K, I'd be able to set it to 1/8. Oh my god. So sorry, I'm yawning on a stream. So this little pull down here is for the quality of the playback. If you have a slow PC or you have a bunch of other stuff going on, ideally you'll set that down to a lower number. It can go as low as 1/16 if you're in 4K video. And the idea is that it just plays a rough image. It's not rendering the whole thing. And really, look at this. Does it need to render a 4K anyway? If it were 4K? because this is a 4K monitor. It's a 49-inch 4K monitor. The video is the upper right quadrant, which is just slightly larger than 1920 by 1080. So 1/4 is sufficient. 1/8 is better for playback when I'm streaming. Yeah, that's cool. Looking forward to seeing everyone at Earth. You can throw this to the poster fund too. God bless. Awesome. Because I'm making poster number 2. And poster number 2 is, I kind of just said this, going to have all the creators who I missed, but I have to watch this to make sure I don't say anything stupid, and I have to edit. It's from poster number 1. I mean, that's great. The support from the community. So thank you, Sean, for that donation. So then I cut that segment out there. Alright, so then I get to the other segment someplace over here, right about there. So we'll cut it here. I should be able to delete all that stuff. Right. So, who's woodworking stream? Yeah, I participate in a lot of woodworking streams. Usually, like Eloy will do it. I think Eloy is Wednesday night. I don't think he's Tuesday night. And Al from Odessa Woodworking, he does a lot of streams. Yeah, post his post the link to the woodworking stream in here. So I noticed that only after it was pointed out that Eddie Moser donated $21. And it's tickle. Like, yeah, so I noticed that Eddie Moser donated $21. He outdid SQView 3D, $20. So now it's kind of looking like it might be a war, a donation war, and Eddie. Let's see if I can cut out that little bit there. So we'll take that, delete that, delete this, and I'll do another, hit this icon here for export frame, which by the way is Control-Shift-E. Oh yeah, it is Eloy. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, tell Eloy that I said hi. That you do it says hi. Yeah, he's my man. And JP is probably in there, so tell JP as well. Actually, you know what? I'm going to bring it up right now. I will bring it because I'm that kind of guy. Alright, so we want to go to Escahedo Woodworking. Yes, you are. Episode 30.
Actually, so the skateboard stuff, I've been following some people on Instagram that they weren't doing wood turning with it, but they were doing woodworking with skateboards. There's a Japanese guy, I forget what his name was. I'm gonna totally screw this up, but I think it's like Hiroshi or something like that. And he does these sculptural pieces out of skateboard.
Let's see what they say there.
Really amazing pieces. He's done
Alright, so let's mute that. We'll leave that running. And so now what's going on? I was in the middle of capturing this. Okay, so this is Eddie Moser. Donation 1. Alright, so then that came over here. I'm going to drag that over here. Same process as before. Now I'm going to highlight this one. Oh, this one. And I'm going to copy those two things. So I click on the first one, motion, click on the second one, crop. Now what am I doing? These are properties that I already set for this one overlay, where I just wanted the donation to be called out in its little own little box, overlaying the rest of the video. So I already went through the motion and the crop features. So I just highlighted them. Again, you bring up the effects control when you click on that graphic. I click one time with the left, hold Control, click on crop, press Control C, click on this guy to apply it, hit Control V, it applies everything. Look, it's nearly perfect. So the only thing I need to do is adjust the top crop by a little bit. Right there. So let's see what they're saying. Alright, so now we got that graphic. Eddie Moser donated $21. He outdid SQView 3D, $20. So now it's kind of looking like it might be a war, a donation war. And I'm using the mouse wheel here as it's playing to kind of scroll a little bit to the left. He just says tickle, you know. I mean, it's just awesome. But now, you know, we're at $46 at the moment that's been donated. All right, so I'll cut there. Same thing again. We're going to come over here to some point. Okay, so Brian Vines. See if I can get to that point where it appears right there. Okay, so we'll cut here. So I did C, and then I just left clicked. So C brings up the cut, right? The razor. Then I left clicked where the cursor is. So that cut it. Now, no modifier key, I just left click. And now I hold shift and delete key. So it deletes all that stuff in the middle there. No, yeah, they're cool. Yeah, well, I'm a woodworker also, so I've been interacting with them guys from day one. Yeah, JP is good people. I did a collaboration with Average Joe's Woodworking. Joe Whitaker. He's a cool dude. So I cut out his logo out of a pine tabletop that you buy at Home Depot, like $6, right? 24-inch round. Actually, I think it was like 23.5 inches. And I cut it out on my CNC machine. It's rough as crap. You know, I did it with an 1/8 inch end mill. So there's you know how pine is like really soft and kind of like not splintery, but it will shred. It also looks like shredded wheat, you know, like kind of hanging off from the machining. And you clean that up typically with like a sandpaper just going around the corner. But I shipped it right to him like that, and he did an awesome job. Yeah, so I got a couple things. Like I had an opportunity to do a couple collabs with him, but I've just been so busy with this 3D printing stuff and other activities that I haven't. But I will participate later. And Matt's a good dude. Matt there, awesome wood things. He's the one who created ask Matt about the taco, how his taco thing is going. He created, I effing love tacos. That's the event that he created. This club that he created out in PA, near, he's close to Harrisburg, and he had like 36 people sign up the first time. Well, now he's up to 208. He's probably beyond that, and they just go once a month, and they all have tacos, and it's just crazy. So he's becoming quite the celebrity with that. But it's just funny how everybody gets connected like that. All right. Alright, so that one appears, so then let's cut there. I will grab that photo, so this is Brian Vines. Vines 3D donation. Alright, so we'll leave that there. We will cut there. Delete. I will drag in this Brian Vines donation to about there. Rinse and repeat. Come over here. Collect motion and crop. Control C. Click on this guy. Control V. It brings in those properties immediately. Highlight over it. There we go. Done. Look, I just saved myself. I can change the cropping if I want. Boom. It's done. I don't have to do anything. He donated $22, so now he just outdid Eddie's $21. And I just literally I was just overwhelmed with emotions. You know, you just have people throwing money. I appreciate it very much. You know, it's definitely going towards the second poster. All right, so now we cut there. And then come over here to, what was that one there? Okay, so then Eddie. Let's see if I get it where it pops up. Yep, so right there. So cut there. And I can cut, I did a C, right? And then clicked on that cursor. Hit V to bring up the arrow. Click on this shift key, delete. So that does the ripple delete. Hey Mars. Yeah, so I'm doing some editing in Adobe Premiere, and this is from our video, our live stream that was Friday night on 420. It was our F3D PCH. If you don't know, F3D PCH is our Friday night 3D printing community hangout. And there were several donations, but it was also an outpouring of community support, just being present. So I wanted to formally thank everyone for this. So I recorded a video prior to this live stream this evening, and this is the process of editing that video. So I figured I would capture two things. One is how to edit in Adobe Premiere, because it seems like there's so many in the community who don't know what Adobe Premiere is or how to use it, or they use it and they get frustrated. And the other thing is I want to produce a video and upload it. So I'm going to get two videos out of this. One is a live stream, the other one is the produced video. And it is going well. It's nice weather. Things are going well. Okay, so there's that donation. So then I'll capture that, and I will do, this is Eddie Moser, donation 2, right? So that's captured. Let me play, and that beating there, that's when I was recording this, my son was making music, and his room is right below me. So now it's definitely an all-out war because Eddie's saying no. Yeah, that was a funny response. So let's grab that. So I want to show you something. Do you use Adobe Premiere? So I've already done this here, where I took the full graphic and just did a crop and a shift, so that you could see the context of what I'm talking about with this donation. So let me play this one particular clip right here. So now you see here BB3D, Brian Vines 3D. See, and that's what I do, that pop-up graphic, so you have better context, because you may not have caught it by looking at this, as some people would who understand live chat and the super chat donations. But I could see other people totally missing the context. So that's why I bring attention to it by just grabbing that portion. So that's the entire screen grab or frame capture in this, but it's cropped into that little piece and then shifted up with those two commands. And those two commands are the motion property and the crop property. So what I'm doing is I'm clicking on motion, left click one time. And it's like selecting a couple of files in Windows Explorer. I'm going to hold Control and click on the next property, which is crop. I'm going to hit Control C. Now that just copied those properties out. Now I'm going to come over here to this guy, and you can see that's the frame, right? That's the entire screen grab that's pasted over this. Now that one is selected. I selected it by left clicking. I'm going to click in this space one time just to bring focus into the effect. So I'm going to hit Control V, and there you go. It just pasted in. And look, I really don't even have to change it because it was in the general vicinity, and there is the donation. So that's it's really quick editing if you get those techniques down. For 46. Now I'm trying to do math. That's just embarrassing. So now what do we have? We're 46. We're at 68. And then 68, 71, 90, we're at $91 right now. Yeah, so it's what would be really funny is if I do like a little cash register, like cha-ching sound every time there's a donation, and do the. I think I'll do that. I might actually do that before I release this video. Oh crap! That reminds me, I have to do Murph video number 2, and I have to edit that. Man, when do I edit that? Maybe I edit that tomorrow night. Because I have 2 more videos I have to produce for Murph. One is the RC, the Open RC races, and the other one was the Spool Racer by Chuck Hellebuck and Jerry and Joel. Are you kidding me? Oh, I hate when I do that. Thank you for pointing that out, Vince. Okay, let me do a recap. Okay, so what was I doing? All right, I was showing a couple of things here. Let me undo. Okay, so I just undid what I just did. Oh, cool. So this is Eddie Moser donation number 2. I'll pop in this screen grab. So this is a screen grab from here that I'm dragging. So it's this entire frame that I pasted here, right? And now I'm going to grab the properties from this one, which if you look here, so there's the frame there, right? Different frame of Brian Vine's donation. And I put that, right, to bring context to the donation. So it's the entire frame that's been cropped down and shifted up. So I'm going to repeat that over here on this screen grab. And those 2 properties that I set on this one. So I click on this one that I already edited. I click on motion, Control, left click on crop, Control C to copy them to the clipboard. I click on this graphic, click in this blank space, Control V, and now that just pasted it, and look, it's pretty much right on target. So I'm going to leave it alone. I'm not going to waste any more time. So let's just call it quits right there. We'll clip there, and then we'll go over to the next one here. Okay, so I hit C and cut there. Click on this. Let me just double check that there's nothing important in here. Right, that's me just trying to find out where it is. hit Shift Delete. So that did a ripple delete. And then, so then Chris, all right, so we got that popped in. So we'll cut it right there. I'm going to do a screen grab. Again, screen grab is this icon here. The export frame, Control Shift E. Let me just try that, Control Shift E. Okay, I'm going to give it the name. So this is a Chris donation. All right, so now, and I had the checkbox to include in the project. So now it's included in the project. I drag that guy here. There we go. Same thing. Click on this picture, grab the properties, left click motion, control left click crop, control C. Come over here to this picture, control B. There you go, boom. Now I just have to adjust the top slightly. There we go, just like that. We're gonna leave it like that. Chris Russell, Practical Printing. No, the stream is not every Friday. The stream is every other Friday. So the stream was on 420. By the way, Fun King 3D is streaming this Friday night, the 27th. And I think it's their, what was the significance? 1 year? Was it 1 year? Anyway, that's this Friday. And then the Friday after that, which will be May, right? May something? May 3rd, May 4th? I don't know what's it going to be. May 4th is the next one. Yeah, so so Sean, what's the reason for his stream again? It's their anniversary or something, right? So then Chris Russell of Practical Printing drops at $23.01. So now he just outdid Eddie Moser. So we were at $91. So this puts us at. Now, I'm an engineer. Apparently, I was good at math at one time, but I'm having a hell of a time right now. I think it's 91. So this puts us at 94. Come on, spit it out. Come on. $114, I think. Yeah. Good job. Kind of embarrassing. Because I was a pro. I could do integration and differentiation all day long without hardly a calculator. All right, so then here's the mic drop event. All right, so I hit C and cut at the cursor by left clicking. Again, let me undo that. I move the cursor in position where I want to cut. Hand's not on anything, I just hit C, right? So that brings up the razor, left click. Notice how it snaps, like within like maybe 5 pixels or something. See, it snaps like right about there. I just click one time, it cuts it at the cursor. Click on that, what I want to cut, shift, delete. Ripple delete, right? Let's go shopping. Alright, so there we go. So now we got this mic drop donation. And then Shift Control E. So I just want to try to remember that key combo so I don't have to click on that. Not that it's a big deal. So this is Eddie donation, Eddie Moser donation 3. Alright, so I'm going to drag that here and then click on Chris's, left click on motion, control left click on crop, control C, click on this screen grab or frame grab. Click on this area here under effects, control V to paste. And there we go. So then I can extend that as long as I want to extend it. And I should, for consistency, do that to the others as well. Right, and I need to do it for mats as well. Where was mats? So we're talking. Oh yeah, there's mats. It's just the beginning. Donated $5. Awesome. I think so. Let me capture this frame. So this will be how I do it donation. Right, and then right. I don't expect anything in this. I don't know if I switched the camera. I forget if I switched the camera. No, I didn't switch the camera. Right, so then I'll just drag that into here. I'm going to grab here, motion, crop, copy, click on Matt's donation, click in here, Control V. There we go. It brings attention to it. All right, so let's make it a little bit bigger. Now I can hit the end key to go all the way to the end because that's kind of where I was. Eddie won. Eddie dropped $100, and just he said mic drop. So that yeah, he won the night on that one. So that I really appreciate that, guys. Everyone for your donation. And I think that takes us to $214. That was a huge night. Banner for Murph, didn't expect anything in return. And this was really not expected, not anticipated, and wholeheartedly appreciated. So I really appreciate everything that you're doing. Hey Ricky, thanks for joining. Appreciate everyone's help and participating in the live stream. So this is me editing, not just the thank you video. Thank you for everyone's support and donations on Friday night. This is live stream, other live streams, and also taking the time to do a retweet or liking a tweet. So that's the other thing. Like, we support each other. I'm an advocate of supporting everybody in the community. So the more that we support each other, the quicker that each other's audience, from like your audience, may be different from my audience. Like, I have people who like the fact that I do DIY stuff, that like the car repair, that like the woodworking aspect, like the fact that I make videos for other people, film events and make videos. Your take might be that you're super awesome and you're a vlogger and you cook and you make some super awesome chili, so you got a different fan base. But by sharing our content with our fan base of each other's to our fan base, it grows. So they spread out and they spread out, and then it just gets, this whole big community blows up. All those things, it all helps. We all help each other, and that's the hell yeah. Yes, you get to sign the poster. Yeah, we need everybody to get on the poster. If you haven't already sent me your, so I'm doing this is the call out right now. If you're not on Twitter, get on Twitter. You have to DM me. It can't be in our 3DP family private chat. It's got to be in a separate chat. Send me your channel logo or channel art, whatever you call it, and your your headshot, and I will take that and add that to the second poster. So I have approximately a month and a half to get that completed. But don't wait. I want you to send it to me now.
So me participating in the Friday night feed.
Yeah, you're right, Walter. You're right. That's why I'm not here all the time on your streams. Because I can't watch them, but at least I pop them up, and you know why.
Hang out is to help bring awareness to everyone else, and that's the main reason why I did the poster. You got the poster, people will be like, okay, I know them, and you can have identity with certain content creators because you know them, and other content creators are like, oh, well, what do they do? I've never seen that before.
So I got a feeling that this is like rambling. I'm not really getting to the point, but it's kind of important at the same time. So as an editor, I'm letting this message go through. I would like if I were like a director, I'd be like, okay, you know what, you got to redo that, and it's got to be shorter.
And then
but I'm not going to take the time to redo it.
This is awareness, and then all of a sudden now, those content creators are seeing an influx of new viewers.
Yeah, that's right, man. Thanks for joining too, brother.
Live stream, and then
look, we just helping each other.
It's just this big thing that really ramps up the community's support of one another. And I see this in Shalom's live streams, and you have Walter's live streams. You got Sonic Academy. You know, these are all like Chris Riley, and Colin. You know, of course, Glenn and Xander, and we just seeing that community coming together to support one another is really awesome, and we're becoming closer and closer friends as a result of it. First off, the common bond there is tacos. It's not 3D printing, it's really tacos. And then 3D printing is on top of that. And I think somewhere in there is rum. Not exactly. Somewhere in there is rum. Somewhere. You guys can tell me where the rum is, whether it's tacos 3D printing, rum, no, it can't. Tacos cannot be part of rum. It's going to be tacos, rum, and 3D printing, or tacos 3D printing, rum. Help me out here, guys. Tell me where we're at. Is it? What's the order? Where's the rum fit in? I really do like Captain. So I finished the 2 bottles of Jameson, and now I'm on Captain. So, and I have a couple.
So
so I think we're good.
So were you, Walter? Were you already on the first poster? I don't remember if you were on the first poster or not. If you were already on the first poster, I can't do it again. This is for the second poster. So it's anybody. So the second poster is going to be anybody who wasn't on the first poster is welcome to be on the second poster. If you were already on the first poster, you can't be. I don't remember if you were on there or not. Did I put you on the first poster or not?
For a while. So anyway, again, thank you everyone for the donations. Just above and beyond, and I can't wait to see everyone back at Earth.
All right, so there's one more thing I'm going to consider doing. All right, so let's see. We can delete that stuff. Let's see what they're saying over here in chat. All right, then.
So Friday night, we have.
How long is this? 11 minutes. I'm all right with 11 minutes. All right, let me see. Just do a quick. I think what I'm going to do here, I'll be able to apply this to every, because I think I kept the window in the same position. So watch this. I'm going to do a crop. Just want to alt click, so it's just this. Let me do an alt drag up, right? So now I got 2 layers. My first layer I'm going to change. I'm going to do a crop. So I'll double click on this crop here that was searched from earlier. And this crop I'm going to, what is it cropping? Wait. What? Top. Oh, nah. Yeah, so I gotta hide this guy. So he's fine there. I'm gonna crop right. I'm gonna crop bottom. Right, so that's that one. Now I need to show this level. I think the bottom, I wanted it moved a little bit. Wait, what? Let's hide this again. Right there. That's good right there. Okay, so you weren't on the first one. Good. Yeah, so then we'll make sure you get your second logo, Walter. All right, then next, let me alt click on this guy. And we're gonna re-show this. So I click on this eyeball icon, and then I want to crop this. What do I do? Ooh, I know what I'm gonna do. All right, so let me hide this for a moment. You see my ugly mug? See my bug? All right, let's bring in a graphic. I'll go to YouTube. I'll go to F3D PCH. And I think I want that one, so I'll copy that. Let's go to iDrive. Paste. Okay, I'm gonna switch back. I'll drag this puppy over here. So then alright, so now this can be overlay on the left. And I don't need to crop it, I just need to scale it. Oh crap, are you kidding me? Urgh. So I grabbed the wrong one. Watch my ugly mug again. Let's go back. And I want larger canvas. I want JPEG. Or maybe I just want the AI or the PSD. PSD. Back. Paste. You done looking at my ugly mug? Let's see. Yep. That didn't do what I wanted to do. I want to drag it to here. Oh, what did I just replace? crap, that's the same thing. Same problem. Alright, so we'll delete that. So then here, I just need to zoom in. Or no, let's move it to the left. Right. And then I'll do a graphic up here, new layer. Don't have to accept something, I forget. Do a new layer, graphic, new layer, rectangle. And we'll do it right here. And then this color is going to be black. And that's this graphic, right? Yep, definitely that graphic. Okay, so I will make that the whole duration of this. And then drag this one above. There we go. That's how we work it. Hey Eddie, just doing the thank you video. And so I'm trying to make this thing look awesome. So let's shrink, scale it down a little bit more. $15.5. Man, that's perfect. All right, so then where's the camera go? I think I can fit the camera in right here. So let's drag that to the left and position. I hate when I do the wrong thing. And now the video needs to go all the way on top. And we will change its position and move it down here. And then I can actually scale it. Really like that.
It's like robots, and you saw.
So that's actually 2 frames over 1. 2 clips over 1. The one clip is the one in the background, the whole thing, but it's overshadowed by this black bar, this black rectangle. And then the other one is the entire thing again, shifted a little bit to the right and down and cropped. So it's just the video here. But you know what? You don't need to see all this crap to the left here. So let me continue to crop from the left. So you just need to see that. So then I can bring that to the left position, wrong one, this one. Right there.
And Ross.
So that's how we do that. But now I can repeat this. Except for the donation icons, I want them to appear above. So let's take that there. And then all these guys, which I'll just drag them like that, and I'm just going to drag up vertically to this level. And then I need to take wherever, as long as it's just me talking, I'm sorry, as long as it's not the webcam, this will work. So if there's a place where the webcam appears, then I need to cut it at the point where we shift to the webcam. So like right there, right? So it looks like that whole segment there is webcam. Is that right? Yeah. Okay, so everything to this point. So I hold Alt key and grab those. So Alt lets me just grab the video. I'm going to hold Alt again. I'm going to drag it up above to here. Crap. One problem with this, if you're not careful, you can shift it left and right. Now, here's what's cool. I already went through the process of doing the motion and crop. I highlight them, Control C. I come over here. I have to do these one at a time. I haven't found a way to do them multiple times. But you see, there we go. I go to this video, clip. All right, you leaving there, Ron? Yeah, see you, brother. Thanks for stopping in. Appreciate you. And then I click on here, and we're just doing this thing over and over and over again to each one of these. Because I already did this, I don't have to do it. I could have done it, I should have done it at the very beginning before I did anything. It would have saved me time. But there's not that many clips that I got to worry about. Alright, next thing, we want to copy these graphics. Actually, I could just drag these graphics like this. Right, and that's how that works. Then, how are we in the beginning? When does this start? Okay, we're still webcam. That's good. Okay, so I don't have to worry about it there. Okay, we're talking webcam here. Now, what's going on here?
There was so much going on that night, I don't even remember.
Was this right? Yeah, okay.
Out this, so you know they pointed out the $20 something
Right, so that was Ken's
but
donation.
it wasn't.
Alright, so then here I need to do the same thing again. So I will Alt click on this guy to select just that, and I will Alt drag it up to make a copy. I'll click on this one, get the motion and the crop, copy, click on this one, click once in this area, Control V, and it duplicates that. Then I want to copy these two. So I will hold Alt and drag right there. And I'm just shifting these down so that they're the same.
So show them from askew.
Oh, I need to adjust that so that it is exact. That's a problem with doing the Alt clicking and dragging. You can shift it very easily and mess it up. Alright, so we have the same thing again. Alt click one time, let go, Alt click, hold, drag up to make a copy. Click on this one, click on motion. Now there probably is a script I can write, copy to make these keystrokes faster. Click in here, paste. Click on these two, Alt, align it there, and I just put the cursor at the end to change the length. Hey Zeke, thank you for joining. We're doing some editing in Adobe Premiere of a thank you video that I crafted for the outpouring of support and donations we had on the Friday Night 3D Printing Hangout, which is this hangout that we have every other Friday night. Okay, and then we have another one, so I don't want to click. I want to Alt click to just highlight that part. Alt, click, hold, drag up. Come over here, rinse and repeat with motion and crop, Control C, click on this guy, paste in that area. Click on these two, Alt, drag, make a duplicate. Yep, like that. So we're webcam here the whole way, I think. Yep, and then it's just here. So then I want to alt click, drag. Same thing here, I think. Alt click, drag. And is that the last of it? Oh, right here, someplace around here.
$114, I think.
Yeah, right there. Okay. So I gotta see if I switch to webcam. Right there. Alright, so I want to get the exact frame when I switch. So right there, hit C and cut. So then this frame, I'll alt click this clip, I should say, then alt click drag. Now I need to apply this. I can do this in one shot to these individually, right? So this will speed this up, and you can see it changes the little effects icon to a green icon indicating that it's altered, and then alt drag these guys to each of these places. Alt drag, and then I just need to change the distance there.
The second poster.
So it's making things look different than what they are, right? By doing all this cropping and stuff.
So now it's definitely an all-out war because Eddie's saying no.
That was funny.
He's saying no, he's not going to be outdone, right? So he donates $23 and says no.
Right. Yeah, this is good. I think we're ready to rock and roll with this.
So Friday night,
and I think I might be playing with the crew. They're indicating that they're going to be on. So what's the tire for, Walter? So let's see if I can save this project. And then I want to prepare this for export. So we'll do export. This should be very quick because it's 1080p. Alright, so this is going to get stored under Friday Night 3D Printer Hangout. I'm going to name it appropriately. F3D PCH 2018-04-20 Thank you video. There we go. And then one pass is sufficient. It's 1080p, not a big deal. And then I want to do the entire sequence. And I want to queue it. So this is how I use Media Encoder now. So I get all this stuff set up. I'm going to do H.264, which is the encoding type. That is, it's a licensed type of encoding that is used for cell phones and I should say mobile audio, but it's also used for YouTube. Then below, if it was a 4K video, I would do 2 pass and set it to 40 megabit, but 10 megabit is fine. And then I'm going to hit Q. And when it did the entire sequence, which means it does the entire sequence. I could have used an in and an out to kind of bound it to a segment within it, which could encompass the whole thing, but it could be less than it. But I'm just doing an entire sequence. So I'm going to hit the Q button. Now what that's going to do is it's going to load what's called Media Encoder. And Media Encoder is a secondary application that can be run and encode videos. You can queue them up to produce the videos. You can hit run, go to bed, and then you come back, and then those videos will have been processed. So I'm going to queue them up now, but I'm not going to run them. I might run it and see how long it's going to take. But if I run it now in the live stream, it's going to choke the live stream. But I suspect even 11 minutes at 1080p, it might only take 5 minutes. And then I can upload the video in literally probably a minute because it'll be a small video. Oh, that's cool, Walter. Yeah, I want to see that. Alright, so if I hit this button, it's really going to choke the stream. Okay, so that's 10 minutes of processing that it's going to take. So I will leave that there. I'm going to save this. And I think we are good. And now I think we're going to get on and play some Battlefield or something else. Okay, I don't know who that is. So, and we're good, people. Holy crap, 14 in here. This is really a lot of support. I really appreciate everybody stopping in and helping out. So let me do a quick switch over to see what's on stage for Xbox. Okay, nobody's on. He told me you're going to be on in a minute. Alright, so, yawning a lot. Alright, people. I appreciate the support. It's been real dope. This is an hour, 43 minutes of, like, non-stop dopeness. Because of all y'all. Look, I'm talking like Walter now. Because of all y'all. That's you, Walter. That's you doing that. All y'all. So yeah, it's been real. I hope you learned something in this Adobe Premiere. The little tricks and stuff I was talking about, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to collect them into little segments and lightweight. And I'll put them together. All right, so you'll catch me on a live stream shortly. I'm trying to get the crew. They said that they were Krusty Club running off. I thought you said Krusty Club Country Club. Again, brother, come on, man. You're making me blush, bro. Oh my god. Say nope to dope. I mean, look at this. This is crazy. I appreciate this, Eddie. You my man. You my man. All this is going to help contribute to the second poster for Earth. I got to talk to Chris Pileski. I was supposed to call him today. Maybe I'll call him in between live streams. So, talking about Earth and how I'm going to set up a table and stuff. So, you crazy, Eddie? Thank you very much, brother. I appreciate that donation. And this video will probably be published and released tomorrow night. The video will definitely be published tonight and uploaded tonight. And then, it's alright. You guys are the best. I'm Audi 5000. You'll see me on a live stream shortly. Not sure if it's going to be the YouTubes or Twitch, but either one. Thank you very much.